In boxing, chopping wood has become a constant. In the 1930s, the giant Primo Carnera sliced through thick logs, whilst modern pugilists like Anthony Joshua and Floyd Mayweather have continued the tradition. The custom has even been serialized in boxing anime.
Hinga na malalim! At isang malakas na hataw! Kaya ganito katawan mo.
So why exactly are some boxers so obsessed with this endeavour, frequently incorporating it into their training regimen? Is it worth including it in your own routine? Let's explore the history and science behind it. Please do leave a like for the algorithm. Tasks building functional strength often breed strong fighters. Bob Fitzsimmons was described as a freak, standing 6 feet tall with a gangly frame and being knock-kneed. He looked anything but a heavyweight contender, yet a closer look revealed that his power lay in his terrific shoulders and biceps developed by his early days as a blacksmith in New Zealand. Floyd Mayweather, coming from a lineage of boxing warriors, recognized the benefits of toning and hardening one's body in the early days.
It all started in 1987. At first it started off with me using a sledgehammer, hitting a tire. As I got older, I gradually moved to chopping wood. This
provided a foundation, building natural strength, which evidently served Floyd well in his later career. Perhaps one of the hardest hitters of all time, Ernie Shavers, is a further fascinating case study.
Where did that punching power come from? Like, was that something that you were just kind of blessed with, or was that something you had to work on?
No, I was blessed with it. I grew up on a farm. Doing the harder farm work, chopping a lot of trees, throwing bales of hay. And that developed me over the years. I started when I was 12 years old. By the time 21, knock everybody out.
Hence, despite chopping wood likely filling one's frame, I feel it provides innate natural strength. The kind which isn't always outwardly obvious, yet it gives an individual an inherent advantage. But now, let's talk about the obvious musculature side effect. People love and respect anime as it's realistic. Okay, perhaps not, especially as he allegedly weighs under 125 pounds. Yet, it's implied that the explosion in size came from religiously chopping wood. Though perhaps overblown, there is some truth to it. When chopping large logs intensely, you activate multiple muscle groups simultaneously, including the shoulders, back, abs, and legs. Yet these are specific muscles you need for boxing and punching power specifically. The legendary boxer Archie Moore instructed fighters under his tutelage, like Ernie Shavers and Muhammad Ali, to avoid lifting free weights and focus more on calisthenics and natural exercises. Shavers boasted a ripped back, although his chest and biceps were slimmer in comparison, which I believe is a perfect build for a pugilist. Overly large pecs and bulging biceps will likely disrupt a boxer's flexibility, stiffening them up. Therefore, wood chopping actually targets the areas a boxer genuinely needs. Now, I love exploring boxing culture in countries and have therefore created a retro Cuban boxing t-shirt. If you are somewhat interested and want to support my project, please consider purchasing one. I'd greatly appreciate it. The Shopify link is down below. Thank you, you legends. Through researching, I've noticed an interesting trend. Fighters from whichever era routinely sought to chop wood when returning from an extended period outside of the ring. It was as though it not only refocused the boxer, but rewired the body's coordination, timing, and power output. 1920s heavyweight Gene Tunney's biography details Jack Dempsey's return, in which he sought to shake the ring rust through 3 months of chopping down trees, doing daily road work, and sparring in the Ventura Mountains. George Foreman was retired from boxing for 10 years between 1977 and 1987. Upon returning, he religiously chopped wood, with some speculating that it best stimulated a huge right cross. If this was the case, he can largely credit it for winning the title, utilizing that punch against Michael Moorer at 45 years old.
Nobody hit like George Foreman. George Foreman hit hard, champ.
With Foreman, and this claim may seem a bit outlandish from me, heavy bags genuinely weren't enough for him to harness his full power. In his book, The Fight, Norman Mailer described Foreman's workout on the heavy bag prior to the Rumble in the Jungle clash with Muhammad Ali. He outright stated, each of his blows was enough to smash an average athlete's ribs. Anybody with poor stomach muscles would have broken a spine. Foreman hit the heavy bag with the confidence of a man who can pick up a sledgehammer and knock down a tree. Well, that's precisely what he could do, Mailer. With Foreman visibly denting the heavy bag and needing his manager Dick Sadler to hold it in place, you can see why he opted for chopping wood instead, to practice exerting maximum power without restraint. Additionally, you can imagine how controlling a heavy axe develops both your core and wrist muscles, likely helping with both the offensive and defensive sides of the sweet science.
Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator.
Muhammad Ali stomached a lot of viciously hard punches when fighting George Foreman, especially around the body. Sadler would openly state the plan was to beat on every angle of Ali's cowering and self-protective meat. Wait, what? And yet, with the aid of the ropes and quick reflexes, the greatest was able to absorb the punishment and retaliate. Though impossible to prove, chopping wood would have certainly strengthened his core muscles, enabling him to survive the whole ordeal. Now, time to go back even further. One thing that I feel is often overlooked is that it teaches concentration, accuracy, and enables the boxer's body to work in unison, targeting power at a very specific point. Like when boxing trainers instruct their fighter to punch through the specific target, meeting the sweet spot with maximum ferocity. In Bohun Lynch's The Complete Boxer from 1914, he constantly uses the analogy of a chopping block, referring to one opponent standing with his guard up, while the opponent practices hitting them hard in a specific place, throwing their full weight behind every shot, effectively emulating an axe. Yet there's something even more fascinating, which these old boys realized with the sweet science. Lynch declares that landing a perfect blow in the ring, flush on the opponent's chin, is a delightful sensation, only comparable to the give of a good cricket bat, as you drive the ball from precisely the right place in the wood. Each endeavour requires exceptional hand-to-eye coordination, with the mechanics of the body operating in harmony. Take a slow motion knockout, where you see the boxer's eyes fixed on the desired location as he delivers the vital blow. This, I feel, is comparable to hammering down on one specific spot with either an axe on a log or a sledgehammer on a tyre, therefore breeding accuracy and precision in finding the desired sweet spot. Or maybe I'm just waffling now. After all, I have just written an entire script talking about men chopping pieces of wood. Ah well, this is the sort of stuff the YouTube algorithm might push.
In front of 80,000 fans, I worked a lot on power, so I did a lot of swimming and I chopped down a few trees myself.
But now I'd like to hear your own stories with chopping wood. Have you ever done it before or incorporated it into your routine? Which other boxers utilised the endeavour in history? Do you think it's undervalued or perhaps overhyped? Essentially, should I start doing it? Which might be tough to do coming from central London. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider checking out the t-shirts down below. That's it. Thank you very much. All the best. Cheers.